Hey, it's SR Maury here, just giving an update from the last video, which was, ominous. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has reached out and said something, or left a comment or whatever, called me or whatever. Thank you very much. I can't articulate how much I appreciate that and how much that means to me, and I'm never going to forget, you know. those that reached out and really went above and beyond, especially. And, of the two people that really did, go above and beyond, I think the things that have really stuck with me with with what those people specifically have said was in two different ways. One, when people are on their deathbed, they don't think about the things that they did. They don't think about the things they regret that they did. They think about the things they regret that they didn't do. And then the second one was more or less the same, but more of looking back on just right now. You look back and, the horrible things that you've done and the good things that you've done. You think more about the good or the bad things that you didn't do. Or it was something along those lines. And at any rate, it was very kind of like a punch in the face in a good way, I guess. But long story short, I am going to go ahead and proceed and try to do this next campaign. And there's a few other pieces to, how am I making this work? Is number one, I'm a teacher. A lot of you know that. So I have the summers off, but I still, get my teacher paychecks through the summer. So the plan is to get a full-time job over the summer and, obviously seasonal. And I have a couple things lined up. Worst case scenario, I've kind of always wanted to be a pizza delivery guy. So worst case scenario, I'll do that. But that's worst case scenario. Got a couple other options. The hard part with even the pizza delivery is, do they want to hire you for really like 2.5 months? So, but I got one option, the number one option, which I won't say because it would take a long time to explain it. I think will be pretty well, and that'll take care of a lot of the financial blow that that I've been delivered. Now, I was planning on working this summer anyway. It was just going to be part-time though. So now it's going to be full-time. Maybe even the potential of doing 2 jobs. So basically, I'm going to be working my tail off all summer. And, or at least July and August and parts of June. June's pretty full with other things, but yeah, so a lot of work. I've been working a lot today. Going to be working all week with that first job option, but that's going to make up for some of it. But obviously, it's not going to make up for all of it because there's a pretty substantial blow. So the other piece to that puzzle is that the campaign is going to have to be even more aggressive. Like the goal that I have to reach is more ambitious. And so part of it is, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to go and, go at it. But, if it's totally possible that it doesn't really matter what I do, and that's why it's partially so frustrating, is, I spent legitimately 5 or 6 hours today, maybe even 7, making graphics and videos to make this campaign. I'm already building the campaign so that when I publish it, it's all there. And it all looks really good. Like I've put you guys motivated me, and I really put everything into these graphics. They look really good, displaying all the tiers and everything. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen, So, we'll see what happens. But the point of the video is that you guys have motivated me to keep going and not give up. And to clarify, I probably would have always, and even if the campaign fails, I'll still write the books. They just wouldn't be published. Um, I think a lot of people misunderstand, like, Mistwood Publishing is me, right? I could go through Amazon, I could go through all these other companies, but what's really specific to my dream is that I would have full autonomy over my books, and that includes, like, the end product. A lot of those Amazon, like, publishing, the book, like the physical book, looks absolutely awful. And I could go in and explain the specifics of it, but I've done a lot of research on it. I've looked at a lot of things, and it's not about making money for me. It's about making the book that I want, right? Both story and the actual product, and having at least some, like, I'm happy as long as even like 3-4 people read it, right? But it's very important to me that the quality is there. Like, that's where the dream is for me. I don't have to be in Barnes & Noble. I don't have to be making money hand over fist. But I would like to break even. I would like to not burden my family with all of this stuff. So that's maybe a little bit more of an explanation of what I meant with some of it, and a proclamation that I am going to keep going at it smarter. You know, in addition to, I mean, even if I worked really hard and the campaign went perfectly, this financial blow was big enough to where it even still wouldn't be over. I'm still going to have to push it really hard for the next 12 months to make up for that financial blow. But point is, you guys have motivated me not to give up on that. So the campaign is still slated to launch in the first 2 days of August. But I might move it up. I mean, you let me know. I don't want to lose momentum or anything like that, but you know, the only difference is like, you know, there's one more round of editing as of right now. I mean, the book is done, but there is one more round of, and I mean, I edit it until it's printed, so I mean, it's done, but I'm still always making it better. The visual companion is pretty much done. The only things I'm waiting for is the cover art to be done. So the risk is, well, do you launch the campaign with the cover art not finished? But I did that with the Veil of Stars, and it worked out fine. So you tell me. I mean, I could launch it today, really. I'm not going to today, but I could. But you tell me. Shoot, I lost my thought there. But anyway, oh yes. It would be a longer wait from when the campaign ends to when you would get the book. Part of me starting in August is, well, that last edit has to happen. Then I have to go through and make the changes. Then I have to go through and read it one more time before I send it to a printer. So if I started it in July or June, there would be a longer gap between when the campaign ends and when you'd get the book. If I started in August, the campaign will end at the end of September, and so then it'll probably only be like a month or two to wait. But either way, it'll be out before Christmas, no matter what. But these things take time, and I think some people don't necessarily realize that. But some of you expressed, last thing I'll say, some of you expressed that, you know, you might like make a GoFundMe or something like that. If you want to do that, if you want to show your support for Mistwood Publishing in that way, I do have a donate page on the Mistwood Publishing website, and I will include a link to that in this Facebook post or this YouTube post, whichever it is that you're watching this on. So if you really want to make a donation, that's the best way to do it, and nothing would lift my spirits more than that. I mean, So thank you for your time. Thank you if you watched this, and thank you if you left a comment, said anything, if you even liked it. I mean, I didn't think anybody was going to respond. I thought maybe one, two people. So I can't explain how good it felt to see and hear everything. But have a nice day. Peace out.